Hey guys, happy Tuesday. It's about, I don't know, a little bit after 7, and I just woke up from a power nap. I needed it so bad. I just want to talk about my day a little bit. I got up this morning and then I headed to one of my facilities because I needed to have a staff meeting, and the staff meeting was well needed. And the reason why it was well needed is because me, as being a small business, and I'm down, clients, I had to decrease some of the hours for some of my residents, not residents, I'm sorry, my staff. And of course, there are some individuals that were unhappy with my decision. And the decision that I made the decision based off of me being a businesswoman and being a business person, being a business individual, and being a small business. I felt that the decision that I made for myself was a smart decision that I have made for the next 30 days. So, yeah, so that was one thing, and that was a little bit draining. The next thing I did was I had to go over to my other facility because I moved in a new resident. This resident was living in assisted living, independent assisted living, huge, beautiful community. And she moved in this afternoon about 3 o'clock. So what I had to do was I had to change a semi-private room into a private room, and so I had to do that. I had to move stuff, change stuff, so I did all that. Then all her medications came. My staff and myself, we had to go through that. And so it was just kind of a lot. So today it had, a lot of moving parts with it. But the main thing that I want to talk about is the Medicaid waiver. And the reason why I want to talk about Medicaid waiver is because a lot of people do reach out to me and they ask questions about how the Medicaid waiver works, and am I a provider for Medicaid waiver, or is my assisted living facility Medicaid waivered? Do I like Medicaid waiver, or do I like private pay? That's twofold. I love private pay, and the reason why I love private pay is because when a resident is a private pay individual, they pay you rent via credit card, via cash, via check between the 1st and the 5th of each month. So between the 1st and the 5th of the month, you have income that's coming in. In regards to Medicaid waiver, the Medicaid waiver is you will receive a portion from the individual, and then you have to bill the state for the remaining portion. Me, myself, and I don't like to wait on any money that belongs to me. And the reason why I'm talking about the Medicaid waiver is because I have had the Medicaid waiver ever since I've gotten into this business. So I got into this business back in 2013, and I became waivered in 2014, I believe. So when I became waivered, the process back then was so easy. All you had to do was fill out an application and go sit for 2 hours and listen to a representative speak about how it works. And then your facility was waivered. Now there's a whole new freaking process. There's a third party that took over, which is called Ypres. Now, how do I know about Ypres? I know about Ypres because they are a third party, and when I went to bill back in May of 2019, I was not able to bill. I didn't know why. I thought that my password was wrong. I thought my username was wrong. I just could not log in for whatever reason. I reached out to an individual at the community waiver department, and they said, hey, you didn't receive a letter in the mail. And I'm like, receive a letter in the mail? What am I going to receive a letter in the mail for? And she said, well, a new party took over, a third party took over, and they're called Ypres. So now you will go through that portal in order to revalidate your waiver. I'm thinking, simple as that. That's easy. So what I did was I went onto the portal and I set up a username and password, and lo and behold, there was my information. And it said that my waiver was temporarily inactive. So I'm like, oh freak, temporarily inactive. All right, let me get this ball rolling. So it was temporarily inactive, and I had to gather all this information, all these documents, all this documentation, and I had to upload this information into this Ypres portal. Now, sounds simple enough. So I did just that. I uploaded all the information on the Ypres portal, and then you have to hit submit. And once you hit submit, you're thinking, okay, within a week or two or so, you're going to get a letter or a phone call stating that, okay, now your waiver has been reactivated. This went on, honest to God's truth, May 2019 was the last time I billed. I just got reactivated yesterday. I logged on to the portal and it said active. I was like, thank you, Jesus. So the reason why I'm saying thank you, Jesus, is because I haven't billed since June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, 10 months for one individual. Then I haven't billed for 4 months for another individual. So now we're talking about the back pay. Ching, ching. The process was grueling to me. Did it have to be grueling? Absolutely not, but it was. Because the one time I submitted my documentation, I waited and waited for like 2 months, and then I got a letter stating that it was rejected. It was rejected because of this reason, it was rejected because of that reason, and I needed this and I needed that. And the devil just wanted me to quit. And I was like, I have come too far, to quit. So I'm saying all this to say is that because I've went through all these obstacles and I've gone through so many challenges with, being revalidated, if there are any people out there that are interested in having their facility waivered, I know the process. It's easy for me now, but it wasn't back then. And also, if there are any existing providers out there that need assistance with, gathering their documentation and uploading everything to the portal, I'm here to help on that as well. But like I said, if you are a new assisted living owner and you want your facility to be waivered, I can help you along with that process. I also just want to talk a little bit about, the COVID-19 in regards to, having residents and their family members can't see them. Encourage the family members to come by, come to the windows and wave to them or what have you. They can send small tokens of love, gift baskets or what have you, just so the residents know that their family members are thinking about them, and that all is not lost. So a lot of them don't understand what COVID-19 means, but a lot of them do know that, hey, I have not seen my family members. So at least mine, they know that they have not seen their family members in quite some time. So I don't believe that my residents have seen their family members in about a month. So that's kind of a long time when you haven't seen your loved ones. So like I said, I am encouraging you as assisted living owners to reach out to your family members and tell them how important it is for them to reach out to their loved ones, to call them, come outside, wave, send, give, send something, just so they know that all is not lost and they have not left them by the wayside. They're already upset that they are away from their loved ones. The residents are upset that, they are away from their loved ones because they are in an assisted living facility. So that's another thing that makes them kind of upset. But I just want to let you guys know that, during this trying time, it's rough for all of us out here, especially for us small business owners out here, even for the larger businesses. A lot of people who are not entrepreneurs or not owners, they don't understand what we are going through as business owners. And it has nothing to do with, you being selfish, or it has nothing to do with you not understanding that, you have to kind of cut people's hours or what have you. They have to understand that this is business. And if you are not a business person or you're not business minded, you're not going to understand that. So I'm just saying that, at the end of the day, we all have to do what we need to do in order to survive. And, if you need to pick up a side hustle, whatever it is that you need to do to survive this crisis, do so. Again, I am the assisted living coach. And if you have any questions or concerns about anything, feel free to DM me. You can book a one-on-one. I'm doing a lot of my things on Zoom call. Also, you can FaceTime me, or we can just email or text. I'm here for you. All right. Take care and have a great evening.